Good morning. Welcome to our sixth.
Yes, and
I'm running a little bit of red here, but I note the top. Well done. World AIDS Day, 1st of December. Laurie, what's the topic today?
well, the topic today is stigma and discrimination.
We weren't going to do that topic. Why? What's the trigger? Did you have some response from last week?
Yes, I did. Now, I've had some questions about condoms. Females carrying condoms. Sorry, Anne. For me, it's normal to carry condoms.
Well, Laurie drives around with about 7,000 condoms in her boot most of the week. So people have raised this issue of women being discriminated against because they carry condoms. Can you explain that, Laurie?
So, yes, they think that because I carry condoms, I'm having a lot of sex.
Apparently, people don't feel comfortable about women admitting that they have sex. But what about men? Is it okay for men to carry condoms?
No comments.
In this office, we don't discriminate. But the topic is really for today, we're talking about discriminating and stigmatizing people living with HIV. So when we stigmatize someone, we make them feel bad and we make them feel isolated and possibly very depressed. And if they're actively discriminated against, they may not be included in games at school if they're a child living with HIV. So stigma and discrimination can cause people to be isolated. And the goal of Businesses for Health is to ensure workplaces openly discuss HIV so people are well informed. And then if someone does test positive, they can seek help, reasonable accommodation in the workplace, and keep knowing their status, keep adhering to treatment. What else do they need to do?
Use a condom.
Use condoms, and hopefully maintain their friendships and relationships at work because everybody is kind and inclusive. That's the goal. In response to that, we want you to learn our song, which is based on a nasty children's song that Laurie taught me. It covers racism, sexism, and domestic violence, and we've taken the nasty words out and turned it into a good hand clapping game, as we are all very good at here in PNG. And it's called Know Your Status. Well, here we are at the G4S house, and we've got Lowen and Teresa, and we're all going to do Know Your Status song. The words and everything are on the worksheet on the website. We got that all sorted, haven't we? All right. Facing each other, we go.
People living with HIV look just like you and just like me.
Got that? People living with HIV, the only way you know is to have an HIV test. So let's start again.
People living with HIV look just like you and just like me. Know your status, know your status. Up in the highlands, down by the sea, the only way to know is HCT.
Let's hold it there. People living with HIV just look like you and just like me. That's whether you come from the highlands, the islands, or somewhere in the middle. The only way you can know your HIV status is to get tested. The only way you can get treated is to know your HIV status. Should we start from the top?
Yep.
All the way through?
Yes.
Let's go.
People living with HIV look just like you and just like me. Know your status, know your status. Up in the highlands, down by the sea, the only way to know is HCT. He said, she said, drop that side. It's your business and you can't be sacked because we've got the HAMP HAMP Act.
Woohoo! The HAMP Act? The HAMP Act is something that was put into law in 2003 to ensure that workplaces cannot ask and demand to know your HIV status for pre-employment purposes, and that no one is allowed to reveal or talk about your HIV status, whether it's at work or home, without your express permission. So confidentiality is sometimes a bit hard to manage in the community. So not gossiping. We trust that you're going to learn this song.
Yes.
Do we want to go out on a whole run through?
Yes, we do.
All right. We'll just let the camera keep rolling and we'll see you online next week. Don't forget. Oh, and I'd just like to point out some red here in the background. We have red everywhere in this office, and we'll see you online next week. And here we go. Ah,
Before we